on the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Gives it on the option. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Kept it, and he's past the marker. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Badgers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Algier. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it. Recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Badgers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the ground with the back. Just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing it out.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Dropping back, it's Kinsey. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Give to the running back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here comes the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Quarterback on the keeper. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll try the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's amazing how the play by the defensive end of the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football.
He's got it on the left. There he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Algier. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Badgers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
He's got it on the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Algier. The safe throw on the wide receiver screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on 4th down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
Quick completion to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pocket breaking down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Power football with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Algier. Get it out on the screen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive, the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Completes it in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Kinsey. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open on the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get...
It's picked up, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Algier. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the 1st half.
Bring in the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. He won't get there, it'll bring up 4th down.
I mean, the great news is you just came up with a huge completion on 3rd down, but the bad news is you're still miles away from picking up this first because of how poor you were 1st and 2nd down. Moving forward in this game, the offense has got to do a better job early in the drive to at least give them a chance to have some success.
Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Never a doubt. And now the lead's extended a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
The Buckeyes will boot away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Algier. Setting up the screen. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
And the Badgers will punt this one away.
Number 16 on to kick it away.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decide?
Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
How about that play? A diving snag along the right side.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it.
He's going for the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He'll bring it out of the end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Good vision and determination there to... way up to the 23.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play.
Turns it on down the left side. Inside the 30. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Badger. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick of a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from...
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Looking to throw, it's Kinsey. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finds his target down the middle. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put some...
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Here's a heat. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done...
There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The play action fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. Lets it fly. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. The Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He wants to change this route. To the air. It's Kinsey. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They go to the ground. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to sling it on second down. It's complete to the right. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man quickly. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Wants to throw. It's Algier. Finds his man down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Grab near the marker. It's Worthy. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He lobs one high down the left side. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Badgers are in the hurry-up.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Algier. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it, they're on the move. Turning it on. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense putting points on the board. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away.
Goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, and boy, did they need a little breathing room. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Finding an escape route. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Dropping back, it's Algier. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Miller. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Caught close to the marker. It's Roberts. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Buckeyes are flying down the field. To the air, it's Kinsey. Pressure coming. Got it in the middle, it's Roberts. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, it was not a good day.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Algier. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Makes the grab, and he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that